How hard was it for you to work to get to this point? And if you had a message for the up-and-coming singers whose parents are pushing them and are not saying, hey, you know, you need to work a bit harder, yeah, what message do you have for those people, for the next generation who maybe don't quite know how difficult it was to achieve the status you have now?
I think, now this may seem a strange answer to you, but the hard work was what was rewarding to us when we did make it, or when we did get a record that became popular, you know, or when we started making the money because of our work and the passion that we had in our performances. People wanted to hire us. That was rewarding to us, and it helped us to define who we were as human beings. I see too much of today the artists, because they get it so quickly, they don't appreciate it. They don't have the self-respect that they should. They don't have the respect for others that they should. And things have started to define who they are as people. How many cars can you have? How big a thousands of square feet house can you have? You know, how much jewelry can you wear at one time? In a way, kind of defines them. And that's not as it should be. It does take hard work. And we learn about life through our failures as well as our successes. And that's kind of missing in the world today. It's like us giving our children everything, and them, because we want them to have a better life than we had. Well, with some things that they should have that we didn't get, you know, right off the bat. So they know how to appreciate things a little bit more.
When we look at your music, your back catalogue, I want to ask you about your favourite track when you get up on stage, what song it is that really does it for you. And also I want to know about the lyric, I'd rather live with him in his world than without him in mind. I don't doubt you've been asked this question before, but for me that's the line that has helped me through difficult times. Tell me about that line.
I love that line. It was one of the things, I choose my music by its lyrical content. And when I read the lyrics to Midnight Train to Georgia, which it was not Midnight Train to Georgia then, it was Midnight Plane to Houston. And after we changed things around and made it a little bit more personal, with Jim's approval, Jim Weatherly is a writer, when I came to that line, it was just a knockover for me. Now, this wraps up what this song is really about, this one line right here. I would give up everything for the love that we share, is what that line said. I'd rather live, you know, with him than live without him in mine, in his world. He may not have much, but that's where I love centers. You know, I just love that. And it's a great statement for an entertainer to make.
Finally, the tour. You're very excited to be in the UK, I know that much.
Yes, I know.
I'll explain about the face you're pulling now, which is a very excited face. Doesn't quite come over on the radio, but people are going to have to take my word for it. So you're certainly in London, you'll be at Wembley, which is going to be a fantastic venue and a fantastic event, and I know you're starting in Manchester at the that's going to be great. Just tell us what people are going to see in this new tour. Well, a new tour, this is your farewell tour, you're calling it. I mean, I've got my fingers crossed you're going to come to another farewell tour. But let's tell us what we can look forward to this time.
Okay. First, I'm going to change that image because I don't want people thinking that. I'm going to say it just went out before we had a chance to really embrace it as far as the farewell tour is concerned. I'm going to call it GK in the UK saying I love you. And I'm going to say it's the au revoir tour, or it's the see you later tour, you know, because it's just crazy. But when they come, and this has always been my philosophy, they come to be emotionally embraced by me, whether they want to party, whether they feel melancholy or whatever. I try to put those songs, first of all, in the show that they have embraced already, that they made popular, the hit songs. Of course, you're going to get those. And we're lucky enough to go span generations, so we'll be going a long way back. And then you come and you input songs that help you tell that story of love. It may not be your song, just a great song. And I do enjoy doing that. Sometimes I get a chance to record those great songs. Sometimes I don't, like The Way We Were. That was one of my favorite songs. It was a love song done beautifully and fantastically by Barbra Streisand for the movie Love Story. But I just fell in love with that song, and they tricked me and captured the song one night when I was performing it. And so we do things like that. And we do fun things, you know. And I don't know what Tito's show is going to be. Tito Jackson is coming along with me for this show, and I haven't talked to him yet about what his show is going to be. But I'm hoping that he and I can do something just to reminisce about those days of the Jackson 5. You know, I do a little bit in my show anyway, even before Michael left us. But, you know, it would be fun to do something like that with him.
I've seen your moonwalk, and without a doubt, you've nailed that one. Thank you very much. Gladys Knight, a real pleasure.